Nothing sucks more than having an office chair that leaves you in pain. I've sat on cheapo rubbish chairs before and they've left me with back pain and neck pain. And the worst of all, I found it really hard to be productive. Whenever I tried to be productive, I'd get some back pain. And then I'd feel like, oh hey, let me go lay on the bed or let me lay on the sofa. And then guess what happened? I would either fall asleep or I would end up procrastinating watching some YouTube videos. That's why recently I've tunnel visioned and focused on finding you guys the best office chairs on the planet, because I know the pain of having a very bad office chair. And I've done a ton of research, and this is why the Sidiz T80 is in this video. And this, by the way, I ranked as the #1 best office chair in 2021 in my video of the best 5 ergonomic office chairs in 2021. So I bought it so we can see if it stands up to the test. For those who don't know Sidiz is a very well-known company. That the Sidiz T80 right here is used in offices of some of the biggest companies in the world, like General Electric, Samsung, IBM, Manchester United, Toyota, and even pro esport teams like Gen G. I believe though that the Sidiz chairs are very highly undervalued and underpromoted in the YouTube community, although they have such a great presence in the company world, but for some reason the YouTube world hasn't caught up yet, and that's why I decided I would really push these, because they really are the best chairs out there right now. And I believe that this hidden gem is one day gonna blow up in popularity once some YouTubers finally get an eye on it and start reviewing it. The Sidiz T80 right here is the high-end offering from Sidiz. They also have a different chair, which is called the Sidiz T50. That is their mid-budget range chair. And I reviewed that office chair in my previous video. It will be linked in the end of this video in one of the boxes that are at the end of the video. And they don't really have a budget or a cheap chair. They have a mid-range and they have a high range. But don't be worried, although this Sidiz T80 chair is a very high-end professional office chair and a professional gaming chair, but at the same time it won't leave you as broke as some of the higher end office chairs from different companies like the Herman Miller Aeron, which will cost you something like $1,450, or some other chairs like the Steelcase Gesture, which also costs something like $1,000. Thankfully the Sidiz T80 doesn't cost near as much, and at the same time it doesn't just provide you with lower back support like those do, it provides you with a full back support and a neck support, which is what I really love about this high-end chair. The problem with most high-end chairs is they're tailored towards companies. So basically in a company you don't want somebody to be slouching back on a chair and to be getting too comfortable. You want them to be a little bit uncomfortable so that they can focus on their work and not get too relaxed. But that is why I think the Sidiz T80 is a perfect option for home offices, the perfect option for gamers who want to sit for very long times and want the most comfort and the most health possible, and they don't really care about their boss seeing them relaxing comfortably in a chair. So although it costs half as much as some of the other high-end chairs, but it has way more features, it is built in a way to give you the most comfort possible, and I really do love this chair. And the best of all, the Sidiz chairs are manufactured in South Korea, so you can expect the highest quality standards possible. So my first impression when putting this chair together was, damn, this chair is heavy. And damn, the materials feel so clean and professional, and they feel so premium. And to show you how cool this chair is, the Sidiz T80 is an award-winning chair that has won around 25 awards for the best design. But that makes total sense. You wanna know why? Sidiz hired professional Italian designers, Alessandro Mendini and Claudio Bellini, to perfect the design of this chair and make it one of the most attractive chair designs I've seen in my life. Add to that, this chair is based on trend research by some of the best in the world. Nelly Rodi from France, ITO Design from Germany, and Gensler from the US have all worked together to perfect the ergonomics of this chair and make it as comfortable as possible. Add to that, Sidiz strictly test their chairs for the most comfort and durability possible. They test the chairs according to the US BIFMA standards, and they bash the chairs and thump them to make sure that they're gonna stay and last for a very long time without breaking down. And the cherry on top of all of that is that they produce 1.5 million chairs a year. So don't worry, you aren't alone when you buy this chair. It is a very well-known, well-distributed chair, especially in big companies. And by the way, I'm not trying to toot their horns, but I really do believe that they're way too undervalued in the YouTube community. Okay, now don't worry, now I'm gonna begin talking about the actual Sidiz T80 and everything I felt when using it. First of all, design. Now, as you would expect with a design award-winning chair, the design is impeccable. This chair will definitely look super attractive in any home office setup or in any gaming setup. The metallic accents and finishes on this chair look and feel really premium, and add to that, with some RGB lighting, they reflect extremely nicely on the chair. So for those gamers out there who like RGB lighting, the chair suits that very well. So this chair is really the recipe for creating a dream looking setup. Oh, and by the way, if you don't really like this grey and white color, don't worry, they also have a fully black color. And here is what is cool. If you're a gamer and you want the coolest looking chair out there, you should check out their Marvel gaming chairs. Same chair as this, slapped with some amazing Marvel themes. They look so cool. Like, I don't even think that they look like childish or they look like too like marvelly, but no, they actually look really sleek and professional. They look like they're out of a professional movie. So probably one of the best features to me about this chair is how well designed it is, how premium it feels, and how premium all the materials used in the construction of this chair are. Now, even though you might think that they all look like plastic pieces, but trust me, the plastic used in this chair is unlike any plastic I've seen before. When I first unboxed the chair and I took out the base was so heavy I thought it must have been cast iron. But actually, it was plastic, but it's so heavy and so dense that it's probably even better than having a metal base or something. And here's a proof of how dense the materials used in this chair are. The chair weighs a whopping 25 kilos. And I've tried my best, I've tried my hardest to flex any of the plastic parts on this chair, and I could not flex any of them. That's how solid they are. Okay, now that we covered where this chair really shines, let me cover the other aspects I really love about this chair. The Sidiz T80 chair offers adjustability in the coolest way I've ever seen implemented on a chair before. Instead of having these rods coming out of the chair where you just pull a lever and they make the chair look ugly, in this chair, every single adjustment feature makes the chair look even more premium and fancy, instead of making it look ugly. The coolest thing is they managed to design all the adjustment features to work in the easiest and smoothest way possible. So instead of you having to turn the dial under the chair like a million times like in other chairs, in this chair you only have to turn half a turn and boom, you've already set the tilt tension. It only takes finely tuning a knob to know if you're good to go. If you want to change the locking seats of the chair, just turn the knob and you'll hear a click and you know that you just set it on the setting you want. One of my favorite features in this chair is the fact that the seat can slide forwards and backwards. This allows you to seat in many different positions, allowing for maximal comfort and allowing for different body types. And compared to the Herman Miller, where it has plastic edges around the seat, this chair has no restrictions, no plastic edges, no nothing. You can easily entertain sitting in a cross-legged position without needing to feel the indentation of the plastic on your legs and without feeling any discomfort at all. Actually, it's so comfortable to sit in any position in this chair. And speaking about comfort, this chair feels like you're sitting on a cloud. I don't know what materials they use in the seat cushion, but it's very thick and at the same time it has a very bouncy but at the same time very soft and comfortable feel to it. They use some type of cloud-like foam material. And the coolest part, if you're someone like me and you always drop ketchup on your chair while you're eating your french fries, then don't worry, because with this chair you could easily remove the cover of the seat and you can wash it and put it back on. And it's attached to the chair with Velcro, which makes it very easy to remove and put back. Here you can see the chair's cushion and see how bouncy and cloud-like it feels. Another feature I really liked about this chair that you can only find in the most premium of office chairs is the fact that you can tilt the chair seat forwards by pulling this lever on the side of the chair. I found this feature really helpful at reducing any back strain. It instantly makes your back feel relieved, and at the same time it promotes a better posture and helps you stay in a more productive position. So if you're someone like me and you instantly find yourself slouching in the chair just 5 seconds after you sit on the chair, this is gonna solve that problem because, well, when the chair is tilted, you don't really want to slouch, you're gonna fall off the chair. So it helps you feel less unproductive, helps you get more things done, and you're less likely to slouch or sit in a lazy way. Now that I've covered some other features, let me talk about my number one favorite thing about this chair after the cloud-like cushion and the impeccable design. On the Sidiz T80 has the most premium mesh I've ever felt on a chair before, and it's surprisingly extremely comfortable. When I reviewed the Sidiz T50 before, I thought I've reached the maximal comfort you could ever reach sitting on a backrest before, but I was so wrong, because when I sat on this chair, I felt so much comfort that I was like, wow. Because when I sat on this chair, the backrest really felt even more comfortable than the Sidiz T50, which I thought was the peak. But boy was I mind blown by this chair. The backrest feels comfier than the Sidiz T50. The neckrest also feels comfier than the Sidiz T50. I found it really weird when I looked at this neckrest. I didn't think it was going to be that comfortable, but when I first sat into it, I was like, damn, this thing is comfortable. Like, I even really thought that the Sidiz T50 was so comfortable, and I didn't really think that you could get any more comfort than that. But when I sat on this chair, I was like, wow, this is actually so comfortable. It really supports your neck and makes your neck feel like it's held up, feel like your head is floating. And adding to this whole experience is the Sidiz Ultimate Sync technology. The chair literally has 160 parts in it, allowing for the most smooth adjustments ever, and the most simple. But not only that, but to also enhance the back leaning experience, or the tilting mechanism of the chair. The Sidiz T50, although cheaper, had an extremely premium reclining feel, but this chair feels even better than that. I really love the feel of tilting back in this chair. I just feel like tilting back and up all day on this thing. And really, what I love about this backrest is it supports your back without leaving any pressure points anywhere. You just feel like everything is supported evenly, and at the same time, it lets you sink into it, but it still provides you extreme comfort. Also, thanks to the lumbar adjustment in this chair that can go up and down, you can find the perfect spot that works for your body type. And I really do suggest playing with this setting, because when I found the right spot, it felt so much better as when I first sat on it. I just had to find the right spot for my lumbar curve, and then everything felt just right. I do wish the chair allowed me to recline back a little bit further backwards, but in the end this is a chair and it's not a bed, so I guess I just have to use it as a chair. And again, I'm sorry if it seems like I'm tooting the horns of this chair, but I really did love this chair. And it truly is the most comfortable chair I've used. And for those of you wondering on the roller wheels on the chair and the base of the chair, honestly the base feels extremely sturdy. The plastic is, honestly, you cannot fault it. It is so premium. Don't worry about it being plastic. And as for the wheels roll really smoothly on the carpets I have in my house, and I was overall really pleased with how well they rolled. And another cool touch is the wheels have this nice shine to them, and I really love the color choice, the white and the grey. I think they look really nice together. Oh, and one thing I forgot to tell you about is the armrest on this chair. The armrest adjusts up and down, forwards and backwards, and right and left. But there is one tiny flaw I found in the armrest adjustments. So sometimes when you want to adjust the armrest up and down, it would feel a little bit stuck. You'd have to wiggle it, and only then with the button that you will need to press in, and then you can just adjust it fine. And something else I wish they paid more attention to when they made this chair was just one tiny detail in the design. It's like they made everything perfect in the design, but there's only this one tiny gap here between the headrest and the backrest where you can see some 2 screws. I wish they hid those screws and made that look a little bit nicer. But honestly, it's not something to sweat over. But hey, who cares about perfect? As long as the chair is built to last and has the amazing quality that you're looking for, and it's as comfortable as hell, then I think you're just gonna love this chair, and I think you should go for it. Now that I'm done with talking about my overall experience with this chair, I'm gonna show you a quick assembly and unboxing of this chair. When unboxing the chair, I was a little shocked. Wait, what? Where are all the parts? But then I noticed that the backrest and the seat and the armrests are already attached together, and I was like, wow. Most chairs don't come pre-attached like this, so I found that really nice, and it saved me so much effort. The chair was already 90% assembled. All I had to do was click in the roller wheels to the base, then add the gas lift to the base, then I had to add the chair to the base, and then all I had to do was remove 2 screws for the neck rest, add in the neck rest, add 2 different longer screws, and it was good to go. So it took me an overall of less than 5 minutes to get this chair ready and rolling. I really do hope you guys found this review useful. I've tried putting so much effort into this review, and by the way, if this chair is a little bit too high of a budget for you, I really believe you should check out my Sidiz T50 review, and I'm not sponsored by them in any way. If you share this video, it would be much appreciated, and if you like this video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and comment any questions you have about the chair below. I would be so happy to answer them for you. And if you want to watch anything else, you can check the Sidiz T50 review here, and you can just check my top 5 chair review here.